So the last time natural disasters were in the forefront of my mind, I was probably 7 or 8 years old and learning about them for the first time. I remember listing them in order of how cool they are. Probably look something like this. But as none of these happen in England and affect me directly, they kind of fade into the background of your life because you're only ever hearing about them on the news happening to other countries and stuff. So there we found ourselves, in a questionable apartment in Osaka, in the path of the biggest typhoon to hit Japan in 25 years. At the start of the week, our plan was to go to Kyoto on this day, but after having train problems in Tokyo due to a previous typhoon, we thought not to risk it and to stay at home and stay safe. We'd stocked up on snacks, we'd had 2 microwave meals, proper Japanese ones, ready for the day, so we just sat in the apartment following the storm online. It was really strange just having to sit and wait. We wanted to nip back to the shop to maybe pick up a few more things, but the wind had picked up and we just didn't want to risk it. Like, we had no idea what was going to happen. I've never experienced anything like this. And it was obvious that staying in was the safer option, so we just, weren't going to take any chances. And then the winds really picked up. I truly have never experienced winds like this. It was extreme. The rain was on and off like a switch. It was lashing down in all directions. It was very apparent why these things are so dangerous. There was no nipping outside for any reason. Any tree or pylon or power cable could come down any time. So we just had to wait, and it did feel like we were trapped. It felt like it was out of our control, the situation. There was nothing we could do. We were just sitting in this questionable room, and these doors were banging away. We just had to wait behind these poorly fitting doors, and they were the only thing between us and the biggest typhoon to hit Japan in 25 years. I honestly just had the visions of those 2 doors just being blown in, and me and Al just have to sit there in the room with the rain and wind just lashing in, and we would just have to sit and wait because there's nothing we could do. I kept getting these shots peeking through the door, but honestly the wind was blowing in. And I had to keep sliding it back. And after hearing some noises from the front, we had a look at the front door. And yeah, that is a bit of our roof flying to the ground. And then the power went out. I guess this is like a novel thing, maybe, in England. All the power's gone out. We'll have to read a book. But for us in our room, it meant no lights, no microwave, no kettle, no hot running water, no air conditioning, and no internet. So now it felt like we were stranded. As quick as it had arrived, it had blown over. It was eerily calm afterwards. It's over. Carnage is done. Now it's time to clean up again. So the power never came back on. We were there for another day. And that meant no hot food for us that whole time. a night's sleep with no air conditioning, and also, as the bathroom has no windows, an ice cold shower in a pitch black room. But we survived. We didn't realise how lucky we'd been until the next day when we went to the shop. Our apartment was surrounded by taller buildings, and we'd actually been quite safe in that area. But the park just around the corner of our block had had all of its trees uprooted, and the concrete statue in the middle had been smashed in half by one of these huge trees. And then it wasn't until we actually got to the shop and got internet for the first time that we saw how bad the typhoon had been in the wider area.